in this whole coronavirus situation, there is nobody on the atheist side or the Christian side saying, you know what, it's just survival of the fittest. Let's just let the virus take out the unfit people, and the fittest will survive. So even atheists, someone like Richard Dawkins, who says that there is no evil, there is no good, we just dance to our DNA, even he admits that a Darwinian type morality is something we ought not live by. Where is he getting a standard by which to say that? Bill?
That's exactly right. I mean, Dawkins is an undying moralist. He gives lip service to relativism and moral nihilism, but he can't live that way. And so the God delusion is filled with moral judgments for which has no basis. And in fact, I've argued, as you probably know, Frank, that it's really impossible to live consistently and happily within an atheistic framework. Nobody can live consistently and happily as though his life were valueless, purposeless, and meaningless.
Bill, I noticed in your debate with Kevin Sharp at Ohio State, he threw a number of, not theories at you, moral theories, but a number of philosophers that said, or that have some sort of way of explaining objective morality from an atheistic perspective. He didn't cite any theory. He just said, these are all people that have theories. In your view, what is the best atheistic theory for objective moral values and obligations? And why does that still fail?
Well, I guess I would say the best would be Erik Wielenberg's Platonism. You posit some sort of abstract entities like justice, love, fairness, loyalty, and then you argue that we ought to order our lives so as to maximize these values in our lives. And I had a debate with Erik Wielenberg on this, where I presented a number of, I think, decisive objections to his naturalistic view. And this is going to be now released in the form of a book with responses by two atheistic ethicists, as well as a couple of Christian ethicists. So if folks are interested in pursuing this theory further, I'd commend the book to them.
Why would anybody be obligated to obey any naturalistic theory, Bill? Where do obligations come from?
That's really hard. Say you do have Platonism, where there is this realm of abstract objects called moral values, like justice, loyalty, fair play. These really exist. Well, probably on Platonism, moral vices also exist as abstract objects. Lethargy, hatred, rapacity, greed. Why am I obliged to align my life with one set of these abstract objects rather than the other? I can't see any basis in Platonism for moral obligation and hence moral duty.
Yeah, it seems to me that every time an atheist tries to come up with some sort of objective moral standard, they're smuggling in a standard into the system to try and make it work. I noticed that Sam Harris does that when he talks about human flourishing. We might agree that human flourishing is a good thing, but why is human flourishing a good thing?
Yeah, especially on his view, on atheism, why single out the flourishing of sentient life? In fact, he doesn't talk just about human flourishing, but the flourishing of sentient life. And that includes things like rats and mice and other mammals. So on his view, if we were to say use the aged or those who are susceptible to coronavirus as food for rat farms, that would lead to the flourishing of sentient life on this planet and would therefore be the good. It would increase goodness, and therefore that's what we ought to do.